Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going down an investigative rabbit hole. We're talking about bypassing the usual generic online business advice and uncovering hidden, highly profitable industries way before the mainstream even catches on.
So how exactly do you turn a random news headline into a high-ticket business? Well, believe it or not, this entire strategy literally starts right on your browser's new tab page. You know, we're constantly bombarded with news and data all day. Some of it's useful, a lot of it's just noise. The real trick here is filtering that noise to spot the massive economic engines running just beneath the surface.
It all really boils down to mindset. Look, if you can train yourself to view your daily news feed not just as a passive consumer, but as an active investigator, you can take almost any developing story and turn it into a highly lucrative niche. And the best part? Absolutely nobody else in your circle is even thinking about it yet.
Okay, Section 1. Following the money and validating the market.
Consider an ordinary headline about a company called Unitree Robotics. To most people scrolling their morning news, it's just, boring tech trivia. But for our rabbit hole strategy, a phrase like soars in market debut is a massive, flashing green light. It is basically screaming that a brand new industry is about to explode.
But to validate if this trend is actually worth our time, we've got to look strictly at the data, right? Hype is one thing, but cold hard cash is the ultimate proof of concept. When the big players start throwing serious capital at a new technology, it means the rigorous due diligence has already been done by people with way deeper pockets than us.
Think about a massive 460% market surge on a trading debut. I mean, wow. This single metric proves extreme investor confidence. When a pioneering maker of humanoid robots hits the market and instantly jumps by nearly 500%, it's a total frenzy. It tells us the global market is paying incredibly close attention here.
And that surge builds into an absolutely staggering $51 billion market value. Let that sink in for a second. This confirms we are not playing a small game. A $51 billion valuation means this isn't some fleeting internet fad. It is a massive foundational industry shift. If you can position yourself in front of a $51 billion wave, catching even a microscopic drop of that momentum is an absolute game changer.
Which brings us to a highly lucrative price tag of $13,900 for a single robot, sitting right there on Alibaba. This sets the stage for massive potential affiliate commissions, because the rabbit hole strategy isn't just about reading the news, right? It's about connecting that news to a physical, sellable product. The moment we see these humanoid robots being sold for almost 14 grand on platforms with affiliate programs, boom, we instantly have a clear path to monetization.
Moving into Section 2, navigating geopolitics as business variables.
Now here's where it gets really interesting. The US banned most imports of these new models, citing national security concerns. A novice marketer would read that, throw their hands up, and think, well, the US market is closed. But with this strategy, we treat this import ban simply as a research hurdle. We don't take a political stance. We just pay very close attention to the exact wording. Notice they ban most imports, not all of them. Digging just a tiny bit deeper reveals the exceptions. By jumping onto Amazon, you can find a Unitree model priced at $2,590 that actively ships to the US market. This is brilliant because it uncovers exactly which products bypass the restrictions and can still be successfully marketed to US buyers. You adapt to the data instead of fighting it.
All right, Section 3, the deep dive, mining for niche keywords.
When we break down these models and price points, we can see exactly what consumers and businesses are preparing to spend. You've got the entry-level R1 at around $2,500, the $25,000 G1, all the way up to the massive Maverick G1 at nearly $44,000. This is great news for us because it proves there are multiple tiers of buyers here, from your weekend hobbyists all the way to enterprise-level businesses.
And our trust in this specific company is completely validated when we see the tech giants backing them. When you check out their corporate partners and see heavy hitters like NVIDIA, Google, Samsung, and DHL, it removes all doubt. These entities literally do not partner with unproven startups lightly. It's an absolutely crucial trust signal for our research.
So here's where the magic really happens. By digging into the components section of their website, we uncover these highly specific, honestly kind of nerdy terms that the rest of the world hasn't caught on to yet. Things like AS2, G2, or the YS3426 series. Now, these acronyms might look like pure gibberish today, but as this $51 billion industry matures, these exact terms are going to become massive search engine keywords for engineers and tech enthusiasts.
Take this one completely obscure part, the brushless digital servo SV1-25. Right now, literally almost nobody is searching for this. But as the industry explodes and Unitree's popularity spreads globally, people are going to want to know exactly how these robots tick. They'll be researching the specific motors, the reducers, the sensors. That is our golden opportunity.
Which leads us to Section 4, the monetization strategy.
This is where ignoring basic social media advice puts you miles ahead of the pack. You know, traditional marketing tells you to post generic content and basically beg for followers. But the rabbit hole strategy, it tells you to create highly detailed blog posts or guides specifically about that SV1-25 servo motor we just talked about. Because there is zero competition for that keyword today, you can completely dominate the search results by the time the massive wave of public interest finally hits.
Okay, let's wrap this up with the exact step-by-step detective playbook you can use to replicate all of this. Step 1. Scan your new tab page for disruptive headlines. Step 2. Look for the big numbers. Follow that investment capital to firmly validate the market. Step 3. Go directly to the source and mine the company's website for those obscure, highly specific keywords. And finally, Step 4. Create targeted content around those keywords that link straight to a high-ticket affiliate product. So what billion-dollar niche is hiding in your browser's new tab right now? I'll leave you to ponder that as you get ready to start your own investigative journey. The information is out there, guys. It's sitting right in plain sight, just waiting for someone with the right mindset to connect the dots. Thanks for joining me for this explainer, and I highly encourage you to start looking at the news not just as a casual reader, but as the architect of your next big opportunity.
Freedom ain't the weekend. It's a mindset. It's that moment you realize your time is the real currency. We don't clock out. We cash in on purpose. Welcome to Freedom Friday. Start with vision, Friday end with proof. I ain't built no luck, I built the truth. 17 weeks, no breaks, no flinch. Consistency, my cloth, can't tear an inch. The grind feels sacred when you know your lane. Turn struggle to syllabus, pressure to gain. I used to chase weekends, now I own my days. Design my time, redefine pay. Boss of my rhythm, freedom in sight. Every scroll I wrote got another so right. They talk hustle, but they miss the plan. Work for peace, that's the real demand. From the live to the link to the legacy taught. I ain't sold out, I sold thoughts that bought. Every small trickle now flows like rain. Freedom Friday, I broke those chains.
It's Freedom Friday, we made it through the grind. Oh yeah, time to free your peace of mind. Let go that fear, we rise and strive. Strong all we rise.
I earn my rest cause I earn my grind. Peace ain't cheap when you bought your time. Every no I heard was a lesson taught. Every delay was a seed I bought. From comment credits to crowns of faith. Freedom Friday ain't a date, it's a state. Made discipline sexy, consistency cool. I ain't follow they trend, I rewrote the rule. Hustleberry sing the souls back home, while I talk numbers on the microphone. Edutainment the vibe, we built this bridge. Music meet money on the same bridge. Friday ain't weak, it's strong by design. Freedom the fruit of a disciplined mind. Celebrate now, we ain't done by far. We ain't chasing weekends, we chasing stars.
It's Freedom Friday, we made it through the grind. Oh yeah, time to free your peace of mind. Let go that fear, we rise and strive. Strong all week now.
They say the grind don't sleep, I let peace work shift. I ain't burnt out, I refine my gift. Scroll after scroll, turn story to seed. Now faith pay interest on everything I lead. I ain't waiting on Friday to feel alive. Every day now got that freedom vibe. No clock in, no boss tone calling. Self-made CEO of my morning. Used to measure worth by the payday sums. Now I measure peace by how calm I become. From dark weeks to bright ends we grow. Freedom ain't luck, it's what we know. Built my legacy off discipline, say. Now every Friday feels like heaven's pay. Hustle, bear, let and bury, harmonize. Freedom Friday, we monetize the rise.
It's Freedom Friday. We made it through the grind. Oh yeah. Time to free your peace of mind. Strong all week now, watch us fly. It's Freedom Friday. We built this we built this life. We built this life.
The mill shut down 20 years ago.
Every fire remembers the hands that fed it.
Control. I didn't stop him. I only gave him more smoke.
I give you food for action, don't choke on the truth. This lesson I prepare was made just for you. Feast up, I'll keep serving till the pot run dry. Got enough cooking to feed the whole country, no lie. Too many flavors, you know, I got what you like. Don't start beefing with me, you won't win this fight. If you come in peace, keep your teeth intact. I got a plan to get this cake, come grab a stack. Life could be sweet, if you listen, you'll see. Food for action on a platter, served fresh by me. I'm serving knowledge on plates, got the recipe down. A blend of hustle and wisdom, that's my sound. I'm feeding the masses, no crumbs, full course. But if you bring nothing to the table, find the door. Stop acting like you got beef, it won't taste right. This flavor's reserved for those ready.
Okay, family, we are live. We are live. And once again, I want to welcome you guys back to another episode of the Hustlers 10-Minute a Day Challenge. Today is Strong 62, day 5, and we are right at 15 minutes into today's challenge. So we're going to get started, and as usual, we're going to pull back the curtain and expose the most valuable document in all of online marketing. So right here, we have the Hustlers 10-Minute a Day Challenge doc. And today, of course, I'm not going to keep you guys too long, but we always want to use Freedom Friday as a way of representing what's possible. So we have today as hopefully being the last day of your work week. Whereas once when it's over, you're able to relax just a little bit. You're able to go into relax mode and you're able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. That's the whole goal. Now, you're not going to be able to relax forever. You're not going to be able to go on vacation and stay on vacation and never come back to actually having to put in some type of work. You might get there eventually, but in the beginning of your journey, it's not going to happen like that. You're going to have intermediate times where, you have your work period and then you have your rest period. And you want to make sure that you're getting a balance of that. And I was talking to a business partner, and she was explaining to me about how much work she has on her plate. And it's a good thing. It's a very good thing. It shows that she is actually doing a good job. She's doing such a good job that people are clamoring to get her to do even more. But the one thing that I said to her was that I don't want her to get burnt out. I don't want her to, run herself so much that, you know, every day just turns into I have to get up, I have to get to work, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to create, I have to post this, I have to do this for this product, for this company. And then by the end of the day, there's no time left but for you to actually lay your head down, put your head on the pillow, go to sleep, just to wake up to do it all over again. We need those, break points. We need those times where we're able to work on modifying our current process and saying, hey, yes, it's great that people love me. It's great that I have all of these opportunities and people want me for this and for that. And, you know, things are looking up. I finally found my niche. I finally found something that I enjoy doing and that people actually recognize me for doing, and they are willing to compensate me for. Now, if you're doing that, you want to make sure that you don't get into the habit of just always being readily available to serve someone, to do a job. It might feel good in the beginning. You might say, hey, I have these goals. I have these things that I want to accomplish. And we all, you know, we might get to the point where, hey, you start seeing, results. You get that first win, like I talked about in the previous live. You get that first win, that gives you some confidence. And then you say, okay, let me try something else. And then you get another win. Then you get a third, fourth, fifth win. And then now your confidence is up there. It's up there so much that you feel like, man, now I kind of don't want to stop. I want to keep going. Then you find yourself waking up in the morning. Yes, you're excited by the opportunities to get another win, but you get your first win by 9 a.m. Then you're looking for the next opportunity. You take a little, sit down, and then you start to get anxious. You start to look for the next thing to do. And then you spend your whole day looking for opportunities. And yes, you are getting wins from each one of these opportunities, but there's no in between. By the end of the day, it's 9, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night, and you're saying to yourself, possibly, well, I'm not really tired. I'm tired, but let me look for one more thing that I can do. Now, that right there can put a person in another type of hamster wheel where they just can't stop, where they just can't stop working, where they just can't, break away from the things that is serving them, is giving them great results, is giving them that boost of confidence, is giving them those financial wins. But still, you have to create a balance. And that's when you need to start thinking about creating leverage systems. So Freedom Friday, we've created a leverage system for Fridays that allow us to say, hey, we are going to buy back some of our time so that we can focus on other things. And so, just like we've done in the last few Fridays, I'm going to pull up another training, another helpful piece of information that was created by one of my business partners, you know, one of my favorite business partners, the AI, right? So, they're going to give you a deeper dive into what the beginning training, started to give you a little bit of information about. It was about our live from Wednesday. And in that live, I uncovered something that was very valuable to a person that understands and can identify valuable information. So I'm going to pull up that very interesting, deep dive. And don't get caught up in the technical terminologies, the technical jargon. I want you to hear the information, but I want you to further be able to understand how to use it for your own benefit. So I'm going to pull that up for us right now. And then we're going to close out like we always do. But I want you to stay till the end of this live. I want you to get all of the valuable information because this will help the right person. Now, if you're not the right person, then that's all right. We can't help everybody. Some people are the wrong people. But once again, for the right people, you will find value in this and you will be able to use it to help create a better overall life. Because our focus here in the Hustleverse isn't just to inspire and motivate you so that you can go out and just consistently and constantly build a better business nonstop without taking a break, without enjoying the fruits of your labor. It's designed to allow you to do that in a way that's fun, creative, and that allows you to have the mindset switch needed to find those other hidden opportunities so that you can create your own systems, you can implement those systems, and then you can also be able to enjoy the rest of your life. So let's pull up that training. And once again, I want to thank you for joining me here. Another Friday is here. And, I hope you guys enjoy your weekend, or as we call it, the strong end, your Saturday and Sunday. I will be doing that, and I will be working on upgrading and creating more content and upgrading products and services that I'm working on for you guys so that we'll have something more to look forward to. So with that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. See you in the next training. And matter of fact, make sure that you are accessing this document here. And I want to make sure that you actually click on this link right here that says grab your mega link so that you can start getting your foundational tools and laying the foundation for a successful, profitable business. Because once when you get started here, that will unlock a whole other world for you. And you'll be able to have access to exclusive trainings that's going to give you even more of those missing puzzle pieces, right? Matter of fact, tomorrow there'll be a live training hosted by my business partner, Mr. Wayne Crow. So it's a Saturday, right? Well, hopefully you'll be free. Hopefully it'll be a time for you to be able to relax. You know, during the live training, you'll be able to uh, sit and enjoy, your cup of coffee, your breakfast, or whatever it is, depending on what time you actually, get up. Um, because this training will be at 10 a.m. EST time. And the title of that training will be the One Time Public Live. Get paid to build your list. And we know that the reward, the money is in the list. So if you're not sure what that means, join this training so that you can find out. But just to give you a little bit more information, it says here, most people are told to build an email list first and worry about being paid later. It's the reason so many give up. Nobody can hold their nerve through 6 months of nothing coming back. That's a fact. On Saturday afternoon, well, that's in the UK, it says 9X ClickBank Platinum Award winner John Thornhill joins Wayne live to show a completely different order. How to build your list while it's what? We'll find out on tomorrow's live. And for people on the East Coast, that is 10 a.m. EST time. But this 9 times ClickBank Platinum Award winner. If you're familiar with ClickBank, that's a affiliate network where they have all types of products that you can promote. Everything from, health and wellness type of products to trainings to all kinds of things. All you have to do is sign up to that and you'll be able to get access and promote whatever type of product that suits your particular niche and your passion. But this person, being a 9 times Platinum Award winner. Now, I don't know about you, but that sounds like a person that knows how this thing works and how to actually, make it work. So they should be delivering some powerful information. And ClickBank itself as a company has been around for decades. So at least 20 years, I would say. I've known about it for, you know, probably about at that long, and it's probably been around even longer than I've known about it, right? So that is going to be a powerful training tomorrow, Saturday, August 22nd at 10 a.m. EST time. So if you want to be there, the way to get access to it is make sure that you grab your mega link, and then you'll start getting the notifications letting you know, hey, the live is about to start. Hey, this next live is coming up. And you'll be able to never have to miss an opportunity to make a successful, you know, transition in your journey, right? So let's get to this deep dive. And once again, have a great rest of your day.
So last month, the US government basically banned the import of this new line of Chinese humanoid robots.
Right.
Citing, immediate national security threats.
Okay.
And I mean, naturally, you'd look at that breaking headline and just assume the market for these machines in the US is completely dead.
Oh, absolutely dead on arrival.
Yeah. But instead, if you look closely, strategic affiliate marketers are quietly making like 5-figure commissions selling these exact robots.
To U.S. buyers.
Exactly, to U.S. buyers, and doing it without breaking a single law.
Which is wild. And that disconnect, between a terrifying geopolitical headline and a highly lucrative, totally legal loophole, that is where the most significant revenue is generated today.
Yeah.
We're examining a strategic framework today that the analysis calls the rabbit hole method.
Right, the rabbit hole method.
Yeah, and the core philosophy here is that taking a breaking news cycle and digging maybe 3 or 4 layers past the initial public panic, well, that reveals unadvertised commission opportunities that like 99% of people just miss.
Okay, let's unpack this, because our mission for this deep dive is to basically build a practical step-by-step checklist out of this method.
I love that.
We want to take this highly complex news, filter out all the geopolitical noise, and figure out exactly how to leverage niche technical keywords for affiliate marketing success. So we're going to use the recent explosion of a company called Unitree Robotics as our ultimate case study here. They are a pioneering humanoid robot manufacturer out of mainland China.
And they just had their market debut, and the data is frankly staggering.
It really is.
Their stock surged 460%.
Wow.
Yeah, and some financial outlets, I think MSN was reporting jumps as high as 629% at one point.
That is insane. And that initial surge pushed Unitree to a $51 billion market value.
Right.
$51 billion. And they're the very first humanoid robot maker to be listed in mainland China.
Yeah.
But I want to go back to that import ban for a second. If I'm sitting at my computer, right, and I'm trying to start an online business, a headline about a foreign tech company facing massive international trade hurdles is usually a giant red stop sign.
Oh, yeah, you'd run the other way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why on earth should a marketer push forward instead of just scrolling past?
Well, it really comes down to understanding what that $51 billion valuation actually represents in the real world.
Okay.
The strategy here hinges entirely on following the smart money.
The smart money.
Right. When a technology company hits a valuation that massive, it indicates that heavy institutional investors, so we're talking major hedge funds.
Venture capital firm.
Exactly, venture capital firms. They've already deployed their armies of analysts to audit the operation.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, they've flown out to inspect the manufacturing floors. They've audited the intellectual property. They've thoroughly mapped out all the supply chain vulnerabilities.
So all that grueling due diligence is essentially done for you.
Precisely. It's done. A really common trap for anyone exploring a highly technical niche is feeling like, oh, I need a background in mechanical engineering to know if a product is legitimate.
Right, like I have to vet the tech myself.
You don't. You really don't. The smart money acts as a psychological shortcut.
Oh, that makes sense.
If institutional investors are pouring billions of dollars in, you know the core technology works. The breakdown actually compares this to the early days of the AI boom with OpenAI.
Oh, okay.
ChatGPT took all the early hits, right? They weathered the skepticism, the regulatory panic, and they cleared the commercial path for everyone else.
Right.
Unitree is currently clearing that exact same path in the humanoid robotics sector.
Okay, but if the U.S. government is actively blocking these imports at the border, how could a normal buyer possibly get their hands on one? I mean, if there's no product moving, there's no affiliate commission to be captured, right?
See, that assumption right there is why the majority of marketers just walk away.
Yeah, it seems logical.
It does, but the rabbit hole method requires real-time market validation.
Real-time validation.
Yeah. You have to test the boundary of that news rather than just accepting the headline at face value.
Okay.
The analysis shows that instead of giving up, the required next step is to go straight to consumer storefronts and verify what is actually happening with global logistics right now.
Which is so interesting because the breakdown notes a direct search on Amazon.
Yes.
And sitting right there in the search results was a Unitree robot model available for $2,590.
Right there on Amazon.
Yeah. And not just a static listing, right? It was an active product with a guaranteed delivery window to the United States between, I think it was September 14th and 22nd.
Yeah, that single search completely recontextualizes the entire geopolitical headline.
It totally does.
Because a broad import ban on new models doesn't necessarily mean every single existing unit or specific model variation is instantly blocked.
Right.
The Amazon algorithm, it processes real-time logistics, inventory routing, user location. If the platform offers a guaranteed delivery window...
And it can actually ship.
Exactly. That specific model is still legally crossing borders.
It's just a massive detail that a 2-minute search just dismantles the entire barrier to entry.
Yeah.
And the research didn't stop at Amazon either.
No, it didn't.
Checking Alibaba revealed even more models, with price tags ranging from $5,900 all the way up to $16,000.
Incredible.
And then, moving directly to Unitree's official website, the breakdown highlighted their corporate partners. And we're looking at elite global entities here.
Huge names.
Yeah, NVIDIA, Facebook, Google, Samsung, and DHL.
DHL is a big one.
Yeah.
Those corporate partnerships, they serve as the ultimate filter. I mean, a lazy affiliate reads the word ban and quits.
Right.
A diligent affiliate checks the storefronts, verifies the shipping logistics, and confirms the enterprise partnerships. They validate that the infrastructure is solid.
Which gives them the green light.
Exactly. It gives them the green light to proceed to the most challenging part of the strategy, which is identifying the vocabulary.
Ah, the vocabulary. This is where this framework gets highly specific.
It really does.
Because we validated the product, but trying to rank a website or an educational video for a broad term like robot is just a fool's errand.
Oh, completely impossible.
You'd be competing against toy manufacturers, massive sci-fi movie franchises, basically every major tech publication on the internet.
Yeah, you'd never see the first page of Google. To find the real opportunity, you have to bypass the broad terms completely. You need to dig into the actual machinery.
Yeah, okay.
You want to isolate high-value robot component keywords for content creation. So the data actually pulls us into the technical components section of the Unitree website.
Okay, so we're looking at the parts. We start seeing the specific commercial models. There's the Unitree R1, the G1, and the Maverick G1, which retails for $43,900.
Right.
And there's also J288 model. But then we drill down even further into the microcomponents themselves.
This is the gold mine.
We see acronyms like AS2 and GO2. We find terms like the YS3426 series, the brushless digital servo SV125, and precision reducers.
Yes.
Wait, let me stop you there.
Sure.
I have to challenge this premise.
Go for it.
Because I am a marketer. I am not an MIT robotics graduate.
Right, yeah.
If I try to write an article about a brushless digital servo SV125, aren't actual hardware engineers going to see right through me? I mean, how do I avoid sounding like an absolute fraud trying to talk about parts I can't even identify in a schematic?
I completely get that. And that exact fear, that imposter syndrome regarding technical jargon, is exactly what keeps the competition for these search terms at practically zero.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because look at it from the engineer's perspective.
Okay.
When a corporate buyer or a hardware engineer searches for a precision reducer, they are not looking for a peer-reviewed academic paper on the physics of torque.
They already know the physics.
Exactly. They know the physics. They are looking to solve a friction point in their current build. They want specifications, compatibility charts, pricing, and availability.
Interesting. Okay. But I want to make sure we actually understand the tech here, rather than just treating it as raw data.
Sure, let's break it down.
What actually is a precision reducer? Why is an engineer actively searching for it?
Okay, so think about the mechanics of a humanoid robot's arm.
Okay.
If it's holding a heavy payload and the power system cuts out, or if it needs to halt a movement instantly, a standard motor might slip or just snap backward under all that weight.
Oh, because it can't hold the tension.
Right. A precision reducer is a highly specialized mechanical component that sits inside the joint itself. It essentially gears down the high-speed spinning of the motor into a slower, incredibly powerful, and highly controlled movement. It provides the holding torque so the robot arm stays locked securely in place.
Oh, I see. So without it, the robot basically just collapses under its own weight or flails uncontrollably.
Yes, exactly. It would be useless. And to add to that, a component like the brushless digital servo SV125
Okay.
that acts as the brain and muscle combination that tells that specific joint exactly what angle to move to, down to the fraction of a millimeter.
Wow.
And because it's brushless, it doesn't have the physical friction of older brushed motors, meaning it lasts much longer, operates a lot quieter, and it doesn't overheat as quickly during repetitive tasks.
Okay, knowing the mechanics makes this so much clearer.
It helps, right?
Yeah. So when the news of Unitree's $51 billion valuation hits the wire, a hardware developer halfway across the world isn't searching for the phrase cool robot.
No, definitely not.
They're searching for the specific components Unitree utilized to achieve that massive valuation.
Exactly. They want to know the exact specifications of the brushless servo that powered that specific robotic arm. The breakdown uses this really insightful analogy about local slang.
Oh, tell me about that.
I spent years asking heaven, what am I supposed to do? Searching every distant mountain for a different point of view. Read another book, chased another map somebody drew. Thinking purpose wore a name tag I'd eventually run into. And one morning while creating, time quietly disappeared. Hours walked right past me, but somehow never left me tired. Funny how the work that fed my soul never felt like work. Even when it asked for every ounce of what I had first, I thought I was building songs, the songs were building me. Thought I was finding purpose, purpose had been finding me. The work found me long before I knew my name. Every little step I took was another spark becoming flame. The work found me, I just kept showing up each day.
When a new slang phrase hits a city, it spreads organically, and suddenly everyone outside the loop is secretly utilizing search engines to find out what it means.
Oh my gosh, yes, we've all done that.
Right. Tech jargon operates the exact same way. As Unitree dominates the financial news, terms like YS3416 series transition from being just obscure manufacturer part numbers into high-intent search trends.
High-intent search trends. So a high-intent search trend means the person typing it is not just browsing for entertainment.
Exactly. They have a corporate budget and a very specific logistical problem to solve.
Wow.
Traditional marketers fight a losing battle over the word robot. But the strategic marketer quietly captures every single procurement manager who searches for brushless digital servo SV125.
Okay, understanding the tech definitely gives me confidence here. But how do we actually structure a content plan to capture that high-intent traffic from those niche component searches? Because traditional online marketing advice usually involves posting, generic hype on social media. Something along the lines of, look at this incredible new robot, click the link in my bio to buy.
Yeah, the crypto bro approach.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, a senior hardware engineer at a global logistics company is absolutely not going to click a hype link on a social media feed.
No.
Capturing this specific demographic requires a completely different posture. The analysis emphasizes that you have to become the bridge between complex data and a purchasing decision.
You become the bridge.
Yes. You need to create educational content that actually guides users through complex technical research.
So the strategy outlines creating highly specific articles or videos. Like, for example, dedicating an entire well-researched guide simply to answer the question, what is the Unitree YS3426 series?
Precisely. The primary goal is to curate and organize. You pull the technical data sheets from everywhere.
So the integrated temperature sensors, the high-speed communication specifications, torque ratings, all of that.
All of that. And you format them into a step-by-step checklist or a clean comparison matrix.
Okay.
You document the distinct differences between the R1 and the G1 models. You clarify which precision reducer is best suited for a heavy manufacturing application versus, say, a light delivery application.
So the value isn't in pretending you invented the technology or that you're an engineer. The value is simply in reading the dense, intimidating specification sheets so the buyer doesn't have to. You're organizing the chaos of the internet.
Organizing that chaos builds immense trust. Think about it. When a corporate researcher is tasked with sourcing a fleet of humanoid robots or even just replacement parts, they are overwhelmed by scattered data.
Oh, sure.
If they stumble upon your highly structured, easy-to-read comparison document that clearly tracks global pricing, shipping windows, and component specs, you become their most valuable resource.
You've removed the friction from the research process.
Exactly. You've removed the friction.
Okay, so we have the traffic, we have established trust, and we've built the educational bridge. Now comes the monetization phase.
The best part.
Right. But the breakdown points out a really substantial roadblock here.
Yeah, it does.
Unitree's direct website does not have an affiliate opportunity link anywhere in the footer.
Nowhere to be found.
The front door is completely locked. So how do we actually link technical product components to actual affiliate revenue?
Well, beginners often assume that if a manufacturer doesn't heavily advertise an in-house affiliate program, the financial opportunity just doesn't exist.
Right, they just give up.
Yeah, but the rabbit hole method involves seeking out the side window when that front door is locked.
The side window. And that connects back to our market validation phase.
Yes, it does.
Because when the breakdown checked Alibaba earlier to see if the physical products were actually moving, we found the exact models listed.
We did.
And Alibaba runs a massive, globally accessible affiliate program.
Exactly. The mechanics of the transaction are very straightforward from there. You write an incredibly detailed article targeting a low competition keyword, perhaps analyzing the specifications of the Maverick G1, or maybe one of the $13,900 standard models.
Okay.
You explain the technical specs, you build the trust through clear formatting, and then you strategically place your Alibaba affiliate link as the recommended verified purchasing avenue.
Oh, wow. So when that logistics company clicks your link to secure a $14,000 machine, you earn a percentage of that sale.
You sure do.
And because these are big-ticket industrial items, a single commission can be substantial.
Extremely substantial. And the breakdown also provides an alternative monetization strategy if you want to bypass third-party marketplaces entirely.
Oh, really? How does that work?
You can just sell your curated research.
Oh.
Yeah. If you spend 40 hours dissecting compatibility, international shipping restrictions, and supply chain pricing, you can package that step-by-step checklist as a standalone B2B digital product.
Wow. And corporate buyers will actually pay for that.
Corporate buyers will gladly pay for a comprehensive, unbiased market analysis report that saves their procurement team weeks of manual work.
That is brilliant. And it highlights a much broader point from the data, right?
Yeah.
There is rarely just one absolute way to generate revenue online.
Very true.
It requires learning how to navigate pitfalls like a missing direct affiliate program and charting your own course using the marketplace tools that are actually available to you.
Absolutely. The core philosophy of this entire analysis is that breaking news cycles create immediate, high-value affiliate marketing windows.
High-value windows.
Yeah. While the general public is passively consuming headlines about import bans and exponential stock surges, a strategic thinker is plotting the secondary and tertiary effects.
They're asking, What new technical vocabulary is about to hit the search engines because of this news?
Exactly.
Let's retrace the path to solidify this checklist for our listeners.
Good idea.
Step 1. Identify a breaking news catalyst and follow the smart money to ensure the core technology is viable.
Check.
Step 2. Validate the physical market by checking consumer platforms like Amazon and Alibaba to bypass all that geopolitical noise.
Right.
Step 3. Abandon broad search terms entirely and unearth the hyper-niche technical component keywords.
The gibberish.
The gibberish, yes. Step 4. Translate that dense data into structured educational buying guides. And step 5. Monetize through third-party marketplace affiliate links or by selling the B2B research itself.
You are essentially monetizing the research process. You find the friction, you resolve it with clear, accessible information, and you collect the commission for providing clarity.
Which leaves us with a truly fascinating concept to consider.
Yeah.
If this framework works so effectively for a high-profile international humanoid robot story, what other industries are sitting basically untouched?
Oh, so many. Consider all the highly technical, incredibly lucrative, yet completely mundane industries hiding in plain sight.
Like what?
Well, what about the proprietary microcomponents inside commercial agricultural combines?
Oh, wow, yeah. Tractors.
Tractors. Or the specific sensor arrays utilized in hospital MRI machines.
The technology that never trends on social media, but facilitates billions of dollars in global trade every single day.
Exactly. The affiliate potential sitting in those sectors is astronomical, entirely because the average digital marketer is too intimidated by the terminology to read the specification sheets.
There's a massive advantage in leaning into the complex and the mundane. We leave you with that to explore on your own. Find the technical vocabulary everyone else is ignoring, build your educational bridge, and capture the opportunity.
Solid ground and a clearer view. What I teach don't fade when you step away. What I build with you, vacation proof. They sell beaches like it's freedom in the frame. Stock photo champagne, somebody else's name. But I've been on sand where the phone still ring. Bills don't pause just cause ocean waves sing. So I stopped selling pictures, started selling truth. If it can't last offline, it ain't bulletproof. I won't tell you life gon' change overnight, but I'll show you skills that compound with time. I can't promise ease, I can't promise tools. Ones that work at home or staring at views. I can't promise effort gon' sharpen your aim, and clarity gon' put respect on your name. Sun come up whether you hustle or not. Sun go down whether the posts go high. So I build something steady, simple and true. Not hype-based living, but vacant. I won't promise millions falling out the blue, but I promise sky gon' still turn new. Sunrise faithful, sun stay true. Same way the work gon' work for you. No fake dreams, no flashy proof. Just solid ground and a clearer view. What I teach don't fade when you step away. What I build with you, vacation proof. I seen folks sell freedom they never use. Always one call away from losing the groove. If you gotta babysit every result, that ain't freedom, that's a fragile wall. So I talk about systems, not fantasies. About habits that don't panic when you leave. I won't tell you set it and forget, but I'll teach you foundations that don't reset. Real tools, real skill, real repetition. That's how pressure turns into position. I don't sell escape, I sell understanding. So your income ain't based on constant demanding. Hit the beach, got Wi-Fi, cool, check the view. But if it don't, you still gon' make it through. That's peace, not just a backdrop cue. That's how you know it's vacation proof. I can't promise perfection or a stress-free life, but I can promise growth if you show up right. I can't promise without no word. But I can promise truth before I promise perk. I don't flex with captions, I flex with calm. Knowing things move even when I'm gone. I don't chase urgency, I teach direction. So effort turn into connection. You don't need a jet to feel alive. You need a plan that don't collapse with time. I want you confident without my voice. Able to move smart with your own choice. That's why I teach the why, not just the link. Teach you how to fish, not just what I think. If the only promise is trust me, friend, and the trust gon' break when the trend gon' end. So I anchor dreams and what I know is true. Sun gon' rise, sun gon' set, tools gon' work if you do. It's freedom rooted, not something you chase. It travels with you to every place. I won't promise millions falling out the blue, but I promise this sky gon' still turn new. Sunrise faithful, sun stay true. Same way to work gon' work for you. No fake dreams, no flashy proof. Just solid ground and a clearer view. What I teach don't fade when you step away. What we build together, vacation proof, vacation proof. Woke up to silence, dreams still heavy. Phone screen dry, but my vision stays steady. Mama said, baby, that job ain't your lane. But I clocked in anyway, chasing someone else's gain. That got me dancing with denial at night. Scrolling for hope, but it's hidden from sight. 10 minutes a day, sounded small at first. But in silence, even whispers can quench a thirst. Notebook in hand, wrote my future in ink. Mapped out my mission before I started to sink. Every post was a prayer, every share had weight. I wasn't selling a link, I was shifting fate. I found my rhythm in the quietest place, where hustle meant healing and grind meant grace. From the corner of doubt, I carved my space. Legacy ain't loud, but it wins the race. 10 minutes a day, brick by brick, built from the bottom, now the vision stick. No hype, no cap, just clarity. This ain't just income, it's legacy. Every click, every song I create etches my name where they can't erase. You can doubt, but you gon' see. 10 minutes a day turned into legacy. People laugh, said she doing too much. Till my PayPal pinged, then they changed up the touch. No big brand, no six-figure crew, just a mic, some lyrics, and a dream that grew. Tired of waiting for the gatekeeper's call, so I built my own stage, held my own hall. Suno on deck, that's the beat in my chest. GPT spitting like I'm born to impress. Said I'd never make it, cool, noted. But now my bars turn pain into coated. From broken to branded, I ain't asked for fame, I asked for freedom and I claim my name. Now hustle berry on loop like healing chance, for the girls who grew up with limited chance. This is more than a challenge, it's breaking the chain. Cause 10 minutes a day rewired my brain. 10 minutes a day, brick by brick, built from the bottom, now the vision stick. No hype, no cap, just clarity. This ain't just income, it's legacy. Every click, every song I create etches my name where they can't erase. You can doubt, but you gon' see. 10 minutes a day turned into legacy. Now my my daughter sees me different, eyes full of fire. She said, Ma, your words lift me higher. This ain't a hustle, it's a heart-led path, where math meets message and message meets math. Community over clicks, value over hype. I ain't here to trend, I'm here to type. Blueprints for the ones still stuck in fear. Let them borrow my belief till their purpose clear. Haters still quiet, but I'm loud with grace. Posting in peace, not a mask on my face. Every bar I drop, every beat I